Hello. So there's times that I do things that even I question why. So I'm trying to sell my stuff, and I had someone come here and buy a door jamb, and they were like, "Are you selling that shelving?" Well, yeah, eventually. Well, how much? I said, "I'll do 600 on it." He said, "How many pieces is there?" I was like, 8. He says, "I'll take it." I was like, "Okay, well, it's gonna be a little bit. I'm using it." And then I started building the rest of the shelving there and the rest of the shelving there, and yeah, everything I did yesterday, everything, all the shelving that was here, this wall, is gone, and I put it all right there. So yeah, I mean, it was a means to an end, and I got a lot of stuff done, but I'm glad to get rid of it. It's getting me a couple dollars in my pocket. And also today, I got offered to buy, or I got, someone selling a trailer, and he's like, "Hey, I heard you're buying trailers. I got one." And I'm gonna go look at it. And it's an enclosed trailer for $1,800, which is not a bad deal, But they can't find the title for it, and so yeah, it's from a church pastor, which they're usually the most crooked ones. So I'm gonna try to talk with the pastor and say, "Hey, can you come to DMV and just, let's do it early in the morning, knock it out, and I'll buy it. But I need, you to come, and I'll pay you to have it transferred over." So, but I'm gonna go look at it because it is missing a fender, and the inside looks, I didn't get a full glimpse of everything going on. So I'm gonna go look at it. And I found me a lawnmower. So one of my customers is selling their lawnmower. They offered to me for 80, and I said, "I'll give you 100 for it," because I'm making a couple dollars doing some glass for them, so I can take out $100 and still be okay. So I'm still getting paid on the job, not quite, I'm getting paid $100 less, but it helps them, and everybody kind of wins on that deal. So, but it's the same lawnmower that I already have, which I'm very familiar with. I know how to work on it, so it's kind of one of them things. Now, the next step in this evolution of chaos that I'm dealing with is actually chaos. Like, really, I got to grab chaos, bring it over here, unload it, and I'm going to use it because I think the door jambs will fit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start back here in this corner behind these doors here, and there's a whole bunch of 6.5 inch. It's basically from that pole this way. All that's one type of jam that I only use on one door, so it's the least used. So I want to put that in there first, and then I'm going to concentrate on the rest of the rest of these, the rest of this. But I'm going to get the rest of these. Then I got to get these back here moved because the bar holding it in, my one little scrap piece of wood did not hold all that weight. I am so surprised. So, but I got to move all this, and then I can start getting the doors out. Now, if I buy this trailer, which is, a little more than 1 month's rent here, again, that's more room to put the doors, which means I get out of here quicker, which means, a lot of things happen. So, but I'm also trying to figure out where the hell I'm going to put it, because the only place to put it is at the second home, which means I got to move the dune buggy yet again. And yeah, so, which I have an idea where to put the dune buggy. That's kind of out of the way, but I'm going to go pick up this lawnmower tonight. That way tomorrow he's going to pick up this right here and get all this stuff done. He said he's going to pick it up here tomorrow at 10. So, and then I'll just be moving the door jambs tomorrow. Do you guys notice how much work I get done in a very short amount of time? I built this yesterday, filled it all the way up. Okay, went to the storage unit, emptied like 30 boxes of more clothing between here and everywhere else, moved all that to the other house. I mean, do you realize, I have it on my trucks, and I always, it's kind of like a joke I use since the Marine Corps, but I honestly do work harder than woodpecker lips. I don't think anybody that I know can work like I do, that just gets up and does heavy lifting all day, every day. I don't think people can do what I do. And no exaggeration, no joking, no bullshit in this, but I have had people that have worked with me, in the past years, and they swear up and down that I'm either a robot or I'm not human. A lot of people have no idea. Well, I shouldn't say. There's only a handful of people that has ever seen me use my strength, like legitimately. Like, people have no idea how strong I am as far as just grabbing stuff and chunking it. I used to grab these heavy doors and actually throw them up in the air and then smack them like you're unloading a trailer full of old doors. We go out to the city dump. I had a 20-foot or 22-foot car hauler, and we loaded it down with the doors laying on its side, like 2 rows, and then had wood on top of it. And I would pick the doors up. In fact, my sister can verify because she was with me one time. Justin was with me the other time. But, and I would actually throw the doors up in the air and then push them with my hands to get them away from the trailer so they don't come back and hit the wheels on the trailer. But I'll actually take the doors, throw them up in the air, and just shove them. And these aren't light doors. These are, but I mean, I could tell you hundreds of stories of things that I've picked up, and everybody's like, I can't even get an inch off the ground, and you pick it up over your head. I used to be a bodybuilder. I used to do strongman competitions. I'm old and fat, but I am a beast. So, and I still hurt too. So, but no, all this is kind of cleared out of the way. The next big step is, like I said, getting the jams out. I'm gonna get all the shelving in unit 1, get that over here, and then once that's set up, which I think I'm gonna clear off. I'm going to clear this. Well, let me rephrase this. Once I get the shelving over here, this stuff is going up on the shelving, and then I'm going to build another set of shelving, but instead of having it here, I think I want to push it back to like right about here, so I can still have a walkway to get to this stuff, but open up more space over here. So, and that will help sorting, garage selling, everything else. So, but I said I got 2 weekends and 1 more week, and this has to be done, and I got to be out of storage unit. Plus I got to go install some doors. I got one 8-foot sliding glass door I'm installing on Tuesday. If the windows come in, I'm gonna be doing that. So I'm gonna be going during the day, installing doors, doing all this stuff, and then coming here at night and moving 2 or 3 truckloads of door jams afterwards. And I forgot my dang Fitbit, so I ain't got no steps for you today. But I did lose 2 pounds yesterday, but then after eating I gained like quite a bit back. But I didn't have steak, I didn't have a hamburger. I went and looked at Longhorns, and I walked in, they had a line and everything else, and $25 for like a basic meal, because I'll go there during lunch when it's $10. You can get a hamburger for $10, or the little 6-ounce steak for $10. I mean, I'll do that, but I ain't spending $25 for the same meal just because it's after 4. Now it's all of a sudden $20-some when I can get it for 10 anytime anytime before 4. So for that simple reason, I said I ain't gonna go to Longhorns, and I know all the hamburger places are like $20. So I was like, you know what? And there's this guy I know, and he has the Miami Subs in Regency, which is a phenomenal place to eat. It's good food. It's not expensive. The guy fought his way through the whole COVID thing, and I mean, it took him like a year and a half dealing with bad contractors trying to get the store open. And it's the one sponsored by Pitbull, the rapper dude. So, but it's something that he spent all his money and everything he had to get it going. And he struggles like any restaurant, but anytime I'm in the area, I always stop in. They got a awesome Caesar salad. They got hamburgers. They got some Mediterranean food like gyros, and so they got some good stuff. But anyway, I went over there and had a chicken pita because it was $6.99 for the pita and some fries. So I ate good last night for $7. So, but anyways, And I will always, if I see a place that's good and it's economical and it can save people money, I'm going to put it on this channel because I want places like that around. I say keep them in business because they're the ones that's going to be feeding us. I mean, you know, not Walmart, McDonald's, you know, it's $12 to eat there now. You know, and it's shit food. It's that pink slime meat crap. At least whenever I go over there, it's like lamb and, you know, roasted chicken and a real hamburger. You know, I mean, it's still like a Bubba burger, but it's not that damn slime crap. So, but anyways, yeah, I did a bunch of stuff, and I don't even know what time it is. I think it's like 1, 2 o'clock. So I've been at this since about 10. I got here at 10:30, so all this has been done since 10:30. This wasn't built, and everything was all over pretty much since last time you saw it in the last video. But I got here at 10, so in 3 hours I unloaded all this shelving, built that shelving, put it all up, put everything over there. And I did let me show you my little hidden closet here. So I mean, it's filled up. So it's, you know, I'm using every square inch of this place to get it done. But anyways, I'm gonna go take a shower, go get that lawnmower. I gotta go swap some vehicles, and then I'm gonna bring Chaos over here and start working on getting this side of the warehouse demoed. I'm even debating, no, I'm gonna leave it. I was debating about taking all that down, but ain't no sense. Ain't no sense in doing it. So everything will fit up underneath there, and I'm just gonna rebuild it the way I had it. So, but yeah, it's still gonna be close. But I know I'm gonna be out of 3 100%, and now that this shelf is gone, it's gonna make it easier to get out of 1, because I'm awesome. So, but if there's something you gotta do, just get out there, do it. Work an hour, work 2 hours, put effort into it. I'm telling you, you know, look at all the stuff I'm doing here. It will get done. It may not be done the way you wanted it, may not be done in the time frame, but when you don't do it, it's not going to get done. So if you watch this video, get up, do something for 1 hour. That's it. And you're going to feel good afterward. I feel damn good. I sold this, which needed to be sold anyways, because it's not coming with me to any of the houses. You know, and guys standing here, I want it, you know. And I'm like, oh man, I'm using it, I don't know. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I got someone that wants to buy it right now. Done, you know. So, but anyways, thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, mainly subscribe. I don't care if you like the videos. In fact, if you hate the videos, continue to watch them, because I try to do good by everybody. But subscribing, that's the thing that really helps me out. Peace, love, money, I'm out.